So we're going to sketch the angle positive 495 degrees. First, notice that 495 degrees exceeds 360 degrees. 360 degrees is one full circle around the origin. So let's start with the x-axis. So we're going to start measuring. Notice that I'm going around the x-axis one full circle. So I've gone one full circle. What exactly have I done here? I've gone 360 degrees, okay? And I know I have to still go more. I'm going in the anti-clockwise direction because it is a positive angle. So I subtract 360 degrees from 495 to get 135 degrees, which means I have to go 135 degrees more. So I'm doing this slowly. So now I'm going to proceed to go around the origin, but then I've gone, notice I've started with one full circle, which is 360, and now I've gone 90 degrees more. So I subtract 90 degrees just to see how much more I need to go in order to complete the angle 495. So I subtract 90 degrees and I'm left with 45 degrees, which means I need to go 45 degrees more. 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees. So I have to go through half of this quadrant. And this is the terminal side of the angle 495 degrees. So now let's look at the angle 135 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to go through 135 degrees. So first I start here. Notice this is where I'm starting. I go through 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. I just need to know how much more to go. I'm left with 45 degrees to go, which means I have to go through half of the next quadrant. So what do we notice here? The terminal side of the angle for 135 degrees is the same as the terminal side. Terminal side is the ending of the angle. So this is the beginning of both angles. This is the ending of both the angles. So this is called the terminal side of the angle, and notice that both these angles have the same terminal side. Now let's sketch the angle that is given in radians. Notice that 2 pi is a full circle. It's 360 degrees. Okay, so now we're counting in terms of how many full circles do we need to go, and in addition, how much more. So 3 goes 9 times into 28, because 3 times 9 is 27. And in addition to that, we're left with a remainder of 1. So 9 plus 1/3 is 28 over 3. Okay, so what does this mean? 9 pi plus 1/3 pi, which is the same as 9 pi plus pi over 3. Now we want to see how many full circles we can go through first. Remember, 9 is an odd number. So we have to go 8 pi plus pi plus pi over 3 more. This is how I'm going to complete my circle. So I'm breaking it down into easy parts. If this is an even number, I know it is basically full circles. So now let me start with the x-axis. I'm going to start here. Okay. One full circle is 2 pi. But I'm going to have to go further. So now I've gone 2 pi. I go another full circle. So I've gone 4 pi at this point. Remember, we're going in the anti-clockwise direction. I go another full circle, which is 6 pi. I go another full circle, which brings me to 8 pi. So I'm done with 8 pi radians. Next, I need to go pi more. Pi is 180 degrees. It's half of 360. So I have to go a half circle. So that takes me to 8 pi plus pi. And now I have to go pi by 3 more. What is pi by 3? It's the same as 60 degrees more. So if I divide the next quadrant into 3 equal parts, I'd say 60 degrees more would end here. This is the terminal side of the angle 28 pi over 3. Now let's look at the angle 4 pi over 3. So how do I get to 4 pi over 3? So it's 4 over 3 pi. 3 ones are 3, leaving a remainder of 1. So 4 over 3 is 1 1/3 pi, which is the same as, so if I distribute this, pi plus pi over 3. This is how I'm going to sketch it. Pi is a half circle. So I'm going to start, let's see where I can start. Let's say I'll draw a tiny little circle here. So that's where I'm going to start. I go half a circle, but I have to go, so when I go half a circle, I'm done with pi. Now I have to go pi by 3 more. Pi by 3 is 60 degrees. And we go pi over 3 more. And notice that the terminal side of this angle is the same as the terminal side of 2 pi over 3.